The woman behind the desk stood as Rachel approached. She was tall and graceful, her long silver hair tied back in a braid that glinted like moonlight. Her tailored suit was simple but exuded authority, and her presence felt both inviting and commanding. "Rachel Miller," the woman said, her voice as smooth as silk. "I am Elira, the steward of this hall. It is a rare honor to stand where you are now." Rachel swallowed hard. "What is this place?" Elira smiled, gesturing to the shelves around them. "This is the Archive of Echoes. It is where stories of kindness, courage, and connection are preserved, along with the objects tied to those acts. Every item here carries a tale of someone who made a difference, sometimes in small ways, sometimes in monumental ones." Rachel turned slowly, her eyes scanning the rows of artifacts. Each shelf seemed to glow faintly, as if the items were alive. A delicate teacup sat next to a rusted compass. A violin leaned against a leather-bound journal. None of them seemed valuable in the traditional sense, yet they radiated significance. Elira walked around the desk, her heels clicking softly. She waved a hand toward a nearby shelf, and one of the objects, a tarnished pocket watch, floated gently into her palm. This watch belonged to a man who gave his last few coins to a starving child, even though it meant going hungry himself, Elira said. He thought no one noticed, but the child grew up to become a doctor who saved hundreds of lives. His kindness created ripples that changed the world. She placed the watch back on the shelf, and Rachel felt a strange warmth spread through her chest. "Why are you showing me this?" Rachel asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "Because you are now part of this legacy," Elira said, her gray eyes meeting Rachel's. "The money you received, the key you now hold, they are all part of a test. Every decision you make, every kindness you show, adds to the echoes of this place." Elira gestured for Rachel to follow her deeper into the hall. They stopped in front of a display case that appeared to have just formed, its glass edges shimmering as if newly forged. Inside was a small object, a plain white envelope Rachel had received on the bus. Her heart skipped a beat. "That's mine." "It is," Elira confirmed. "The moment you accepted the envelope and chose to use its contents to help yourself and others, your story became part of this archive. But your journey is far from over." Rachel's mind swirled with questions, but one burned brighter than the rest. "Who gave me the envelope? The man on the bus. Was he part of this?" Elira nodded. "He is a guide, one of many who work to identify individuals with the potential to create change. You were chosen because of the kindness you've shown, even when your own life was difficult. But Fairhaven is where you decide how far you're willing to go." Elira led Rachel